All right. So hello to all of you joining us via live stream, and thank you to everyone who's in the meeting here live with me. This is one of our VCN meetups, and they are the public-facing part of the VidWheel Creator Network, or VCN. What is the VCN? It's a community of professionals like you, ready to leverage video and boost their business. We simplify video production, bolster your on-camera appearance, and integrate video into your business strategy for a more flexible and profitable business. So that all sounds great, I'm sure, but why trust me? I've lived this process. I transformed my local video production agency into a more global business through video, achieving more flexibility and profitability in my own business while doing so. And I believe that you can experience this same type of growth. If you want to learn more, go to vidwheel.com. And if you want to come to the next one of these meetings, these VCN meetups, you can find upcoming events at events.vidwheel.com. So with that, we're going to move on to the main event. But to start, I'd love to hear from all of you, especially in meeting, but if you're on the live stream, feel free to participate as well. This presentation is about funnels. So how do you feel about your marketing funnel? On a scale from 0 to 3, 0 being you have no idea what's going on, and 3 being that you're locked in, how do you feel about your current marketing funnel? If you go ahead and pop that rating in the chat, that would be great. And I got a few follow-ups, so don't overthink it. Just go ahead and put your number in the chat. The next question I would have on that front is, how do you feel about your ability to put all the pieces together, right? We're talking video today. You might have blog posts. You might have a lot of other media, and Kristi is going to hit on this. How confident are you that you can put all those pieces together within your funnel? Again, 0 being you have no idea what you're doing, and 3 being that you are locked in. And as you put those second ratings in the chat there, I am going to introduce Kristi. Kristi Mitchell is a marketing professional. She does a lot of coaching. She's got a community of her own, and she is going to present From Awareness to Conversion, video strategies for the marketing funnel. Kristi, are you ready?
I am.
Oh, okay. All right. I didn't hear anything.
I just take myself off mute. I didn't want to jump the gun.
Okay. All right. Well, I am going to, well, you're already sharing your screen, so you go for it, Kristi. You are ready to go.
All right. I am so excited. It was nice to see those little ratings ahead of time. Just give me a sense of kind of where you guys are at currently with your marketing funnel. So I'm excited today to talk to you about video strategies specifically for the marketing funnel. So this is fun for me. I talk about the marketing funnel all the time. I used to do a masterclass every month on the marketing funnel and how to use it to organize your marketing efforts. But this is the first time I'm talking specifically about video with your marketing funnel. So I'm really excited about this. Ooh, I jumped the gun. I clicked the wrong thing. Hold on. Back to the beginning. Okay. Clicked the wrong thing on my screen. All right. So Neil gave you a quick intro to me. I'm a marketing strategist. My clients are typically established service-based business owners. They're hardworking, they're motivated, they are rolling up their sleeves, doing all their own marketing, and they're really looking to take their business to the next level. So as Neil mentioned, I work with them in a coaching consulting capacity. I also have my own membership. I also have an implementation support group. So lots of different ways to kind of support business owners as they are tackling their own marketing. For the session today, here's my quick agenda. So we're going to talk about my marketing funnel framework, which I've adapted from other versions that are out there. Then what we're going to do is we're going to dive into each of the 4 phases of the marketing funnel and talk about how you can be using video at each of those stages. Then at the end, I'm going to share a free resource, and we will have that time for Q&A like Neil mentioned. So I'm a big meme person. I like to keep things lighthearted. So I love organizing. Organizing is my favorite. It really is. If you ask my husband, he would say, really, what about your office? That gets a little messy, but otherwise I really like to be organized. And what I really love to do is bring organization to my clients when it comes to marketing, because marketing tends to feel overwhelming, confusing, frustrating. It's kind of all over the place. And I really like bringing some organization. And the way that I do that is through the marketing funnel framework. So rather than thinking in terms of, a lot of people think of marketing funnels, sales funnels, it can feel very linear and forced, and kind of everything needs to fit, and you want someone to take this step and then this step and then this step, and it's very kind of rigid and fixed. And when I talk about marketing funnels, that's really not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about using this framework to help you organize and get clear on what you need to focus on for your marketing plan. So when we distill it down, it's these 4 stages of the funnel. So at the top of the funnel, we're talking about attract. That's how are new people learning about you. And I have a bunch of ideas in here that do not pertain specifically to videos. Again, this is my more generic funnel, and then we're going to be jumping in to each of the stages to talk about video. But at the top, we're talking about how are new people learning about you and what you offer. The next stage is convert. Now in this sense, we're not talking about converting someone to become a customer, right? If we're all in the service-based space, it doesn't usually happen that quickly. We're talking about converting visitors to leads. So that's getting someone to fill out a form, to give you their name and email address so that you can stay in touch with them, which brings us to this 3rd section of the funnel, which is nurture. And normally this is usually the longest stage of the funnel, right? Because the first time someone hears about us, we got to build that know, like, and trust factor, and we need to nurture them in order to do that. So this is staying in touch with people over time through things like social media and email marketing. And then we get to the bottom of the funnel, which is closing the deal. This is making the sale when the timing is right. Now, I always give the caveat, I am not a sales coach, but I like to talk about what you can be doing in your marketing all along the way to make closing that deal easier. So again, in the session today, we're going to talk about how do you use video at each of these 4 stages to help you bring more people into your world, nurture them over time, and convert them to customers at the end of the day, customers, clients. Okay. So when we're talking about the top of the funnel at the attract phase, this is helping people learn about who you are, what you do, how they might be able to work with you. So specifically when it comes to video, some ideas, and maybe you're already doing some of these things, which is great. And hopefully you'll be taking away some ideas that you want to implement as well, because I know Neil's going to be talking about that at the end. So video posts on social media, whatever social channels you are on, hopefully you're not trying to overdo it. I'm a big proponent of narrowing your focus and doing 1 or 2 things really well instead of trying to be in all of the places. But using video on social media, whatever platform you're on, is a great way to help people get to know you, right? They have that feature. I'm a big LinkedIn fan. That is my platform for my business. So you'll be hearing me refer a lot to LinkedIn and what I'm doing there. But we have that little video feature, which I think you might not be able to do now because they were taking away that ability. But if you've taken advantage of that, I've actually had people reach out to me and say, I watched your video and you seem like a really genuine person. I would love to get to know you more and learn about what you have to offer. Those videos can make a big difference. So if you missed the boat on that, you can still create intro videos, help people get to know you. You can feature your services, right? Diving into maybe your entry-level offer, helping people learn specifically more about what that offer is and what it entails and what people get out of it can be really helpful. And then also tips and tricks. I used to do this a lot. I'm going to start getting back to it, is like every Tuesday sharing a tip related to marketing. So sometimes that's a video where I'm taking people through, showing them a quick tutorial that I record on Loom to show them, hey, here's how you do something new on LinkedIn that a lot of people still don't know about. So videos can be super powerful on social media. YouTube, right? That's a platform in and of itself. If you're there, obviously, hopefully people are finding you for the videos that you're posting, right? With hopefully some keywords in there and all of that help you get found when people are searching on YouTube. You could be doing tutorials on YouTube. You could be offering classes, right? Anything that's kind of pre-recorded and you're showcasing your expertise in your space. This is a way for people to learn about you. Going live on social media. I have this different, right? So this first one is talking about a video post on social. This one, we're talking about going live on social media, right? So this is something I started doing on LinkedIn in the past few months as a new way to get out in front of more people. On my LinkedIn Lives, I bring someone on and we just have a chat about their area of expertise and how it relates to what I do in marketing. And it ends up being a huge value add to our audience. And it helps me get out in front of new people. It helps my guests get out in front of new people because we're both inviting our networks to come to that session. So going live can help you get in front of more people as well. I also have webinars, masterclasses, presentations. These all kind of can get interchanged, right? Depending on what we're calling it, but they are a way for more people to learn about you. So if you're not doing one of these yet, think about some sort of specific topic that you could deliver a 20 to 30 minute session on, where people will walk away with something very tangible that they can take action on. That's a great way to start as far as offering a webinar or a masterclass or giving a presentation, whatever it might be. So hopefully I've given you some good things to think about at the attract phase, the top of the funnel. Now, all right, so what now, right? Okay, that's great. We have more people learning about us. That's awesome. I will tell you, this is the area of the funnel that I see the most people, most business owners doing the most activities. That's great. But you can't stop there. It's not enough for people to know about you. You need to convert them. You need to give them something compelling so that they can become a lead for you, right? And I use lead loosely, right? We're not talking about like icky, sleazy, salesy, pushy messaging or anything like that. A lead just means they like you enough to give you their name and email address in exchange for something. And this is a key part to the whole process, right? Because if you don't have their name and email address, chances are you're not going to be able to effectively nurture them at the end of the day, unless they are devoted follower of you on social media and they're checking your account every single day to see what you're posting, right? Chances of that, probably not likely. So we need names and email addresses in order to help us effectively nurture people. So the convert stage is huge. And this is where I see the biggest gaps with the clients that I work with, is at the convert stage. So again, when we're talking specifically about how can you use video at the convert stage, you could do this in a number of ways. So the first thing I have listed here is webinars, masterclasses. Now you may say, wait a minute, Kristi, you use that at the attract. How can you say it's convert? It kind of plays both roles for you, right? Because if you are having an event where people need to register and give you their name and email address, well, now you have their information, which is, again, going to help you stay in touch with them. So there are some of these tactics that I see falling into multiple roles of the funnel, which is nice, right? It's double dipping. So webinars, masterclasses, whether it's real time, right? Live, I'm giving a live presentation, people have to register and come, or you could do it on demand. So record that and offer it. I do that with my masterclass. It's up on MemberVault as a free product. People can go and get access to my masterclass, whatever they want. The next thing I have here is virtual events like VCN meetups, right? If you're hosting something that's maybe it's a networking event, right? Or maybe it's not something that's a presentation where you're getting up in front and presenting on a specific topic. Maybe it's a different type of event. So something, start thinking creatively about what you could offer and invite people to allow them to convert and get on your email list. I also have video tutorials and courses, and I put next to this gated. Now there's a caveat here. A lot of videos are better meant for that top of funnel, right? It's free information. I'm all about giving away a lot of information for free because it helps showcase your thought leadership, your expertise in your space. It helps new people learn about you. There does become a point where you might be giving away a little bit more information that makes it worthy of asking for someone's name and email address in exchange for it. So this is where I think of something a bit more expanded, like a tutorial or a course or something that's a bit meatier than just a few minute video that's kind of giving you a quick tip that you can implement. So gated means that they have to give you their name and email address by filling out that form in order to receive the information. So these are the ways that we could use video at the convert stage, right? Compelling people. Again, we're building that know, like, and trust factor, right? We hear that a lot when we talk about marketing. So to me, the convert stage means that someone likes you. They like you enough to give you their name and email address. And then the next thing we're going to do is build that trust factor, right? And then what are we going to do? Okay, great. So we got in front of them. They learned about us. We compelled them enough. They gave us their name and email address. Then what are we going to do, right? We don't want to drop the ball. We don't want to leave these people hanging. Now we need to nurture them. So this is staying in touch with people over time, right? How many times have you heard of a business and the first time you heard about it, then you signed up the next day to become a customer or client of theirs? It doesn't usually work like that in most service-based spaces, right? So we need ways to stay in touch with people. Help them remember that we exist. Again, build that trust factor with them over time. So the two main ways that I typically work with clients on doing this is social media and email marketing. So those are my two main buckets that I have here. And I talk here about, as far as video goes, specifically those video posts. Yes, I did have this at the attract phase, and I'm including it again at nurture, because when you think about the fact that you do have some people who are following you on social media, they tend to tune into what you have to say, the algorithm is showing them your content. Those video posts can really act as a nurture tactic for you over time. So again, there is a little double dipping here. Hopefully those video posts are helping you broaden your reach, get out in front of people, and also nurture the people who are already in your space. And then again, doing those LinkedIn lives, right? I've been LinkedIn, whatever platform you're on, those live sessions can really help nurture your existing audience. If someone gets pinged, oh yeah, Kristi's doing that monthly LinkedIn live again. I want to tune in and see who she's interviewing this month and what they're going to be talking about related to marketing that I can, take back and implement in my business. It's a great way to stay in touch with your audience. Email marketing. I have been seeing more and more video newsletters or audio where people are sending out their newsletter and they're saying, hey, do you want the video version or the audio version? Click here. And it's the person basically giving you the recap of the email. So in case you'd rather listen or watch instead of read, they're giving multiple ways for you to consume that information, which I think is pretty cool. Sharing recorded webinars, masterclasses, etc., right? Any of those pre-recorded things that we've talked about, you could use that in your email marketing to send out, right? Whether you have a monthly newsletter or if you don't, that's fine. Maybe you're doing a presentation this month. Oh, I have a recording. I'm going to send that out to my list so that if they miss the live, they can catch the recorded version, right? It's that providing value, giving free information, giving you a reason to stay in touch with people. Remind them that you're there. Again, showcase your expertise. Okay, so now we've nurtured people. We've kept them engaged. We keep reminding them about who we are, what we offer. I say this jokingly, right? Show me the money. We're all in our businesses probably because we have passions near and dear to our heart. We want to serve audiences. At the end of the day, right? We also need to make a living and earn some money to keep doing the work that we love. So it's not good enough, right, to just bring someone through the nurture. We got to get through that close phase, which can be challenging for a lot of business owners. I know a lot of the people I work with get a little stuck at the close phase, right? We don't want to be pushy. We don't want to be salesy. We don't want to come off in the wrong way. So closing the deal is making a sale and the timing is right. And I want you to think about what you can do that might make closing that deal a little bit easier as far as these ideas that we have related to video. So there's a few things I included here. A video testimonial, right? So this is where you have a happy client talking about how great it was to work with you and what they got out of their work with you. Showcasing that, whether it's in an email, right? That maybe you've already sent the proposal and now you're like, okay, I haven't heard back. What should I do? Maybe you're sending a video testimonial. Hey, I just got done working with this person. Their business is similar to yours. I thought you might appreciate hearing their experience working with me. Video testimonials can be a great way to help someone else envision what it might be like to work with you. The same thing goes for a video case study, okay? So whether this is a big produced thing, right, which is going to take more time and budget to do, or maybe it's just you on a Zoom call talking through working with a client, right? The problem, what did they come to you with? The solution, what did you do for them? And then the outcome at the end, right? Break it up into those three sections, and now you have a video case study. Another very compelling thing that you could be sending to people in that sales process at the end. I also have include videos on sales pages. So this is something I did recently with some of my sales pages. I included a quick video where I just talk through what it's like to do a power hour session with me, because I find that I communicate a lot better being able to speak to somebody than I do trying to type it out and make sure all my words are right. And I just don't feel like you can always capture the real essence of it, right? So including a quick video on your sales pages might help increase your conversions. Video walkthrough of a proposal, right? So I've done this. I just did one the other week because I knew that they were getting they had a couple options out there. And I thought, you know what? I would rather be able to talk through this proposal on a quick video. I think it was like 2 minutes. And then it's a value added piece that probably the other people who submitted proposals didn't do. So that can be a helpful one. And following up or direct ask video messages, right? If you're trying to get a response from somebody, following up, whether it's a gentle checking in or maybe a little more direct ask, you know, hey, I only have 2 spots left next month. I know you were interested. Is this something you want to solidify and get on my list for? I want to make sure I save a spot for you if you're interested. These are all ways, right, that can help you close that deal at the bottom. So, aha moments. Hopefully we had some aha moments. Yes, can I see some heads nodding? Maybe thumbs up. Okay, good. We've had some aha moments, right? When we think in terms of our marketing funnel and how we can implement video strategically throughout it, we can see where it could really boost our efforts and probably get us a greater return on our investment. Before we jump into Q&A, I just want to make sure that I share this free resource. I think Neil's going to share the link as well. So this is a quiz that you can take. This is one of my lead magnets that I created earlier this year to help people kind of rate themselves on their marketing funnel, get a sense for how is your marketing going. So there's a free resource for you. You can go to kristimitchell.com/quiz and take the quiz. And that's it. We can jump into Q&A whenever Neil says we're ready.
We're going to hold off for 1 second. So okay. What we're going to do is I'll shut down the live stream like we do. I'm trying to give extra value to the folks who show up for Q&A. And I got that quiz out on all our live stream feed. So if anybody's looking for it, it's out there. And I dropped it in the chat here as well. So I encourage you all to check that out. Kristi has some great info out there. Yeah, you'll very quickly learn to know, like, and trust Kristi if you start kind of interacting with her materials there. So that could be a great first step. Awesome. And I want to say thank you to everybody for joining us via live stream. I hope you enjoyed today's presentation and found it interesting and actionable. You can find Kristi on LinkedIn. I've dropped her profile link in the comments. You could also find her at kristimitchell.com. And I want to invite you all to come out to the next VCN meetup. It is going to be presented by myself. It's 2 weeks from now on the 21st at noon. It's called Seal the Deal, Testimonials that Convert from Basic to Best. Sorry, I'm going to cough at the end here. What we're doing is we're diving deeper into one of the video types that Kristi brought up. And with that, I'll say create confidently and take a drink.